Hello
Oh my
everyone,
God.
welcome welcome to No Tomfoolery, even though it's ironic considering the name and we just had like the weirdest chat. But yeah, we're back and 2020 is over, thank God. Everybody can have a sigh of relief, I think.
My dick hurt.
I'm still down.
Mine does too.
It's gonna be just as bad, trust me.
I think I have a hernia.
You have a hernia?
Probably.
Hey, somebody fucking you up your ass, bro?
Hey, that's not there.
Is it
I didn't, say
hemorrhaging?
what I didn't say what kind of hernia, dog.
I mean, I just
There's
assumed.
different kinds.
Yeah, there's different.
Whoa, we just had that conversation.
Yeah, I'm not cutting that one out. Anyways.
Oh.
All right, so 2020 was something, very much something, especially in terms of gaming. We did all like kind of glue up during 2020 though. Not gonna lie, we all got most of us got PCs. Yeah, poor Flashpoint. He was supposed to get one, but he didn't. Abdur is just Abdur. He's stuck on the dumbass PS4.
We really hate his ass too, though.
We grew? We didn't start off?
You right.
Wow.
Fuck that nigga.
Actually, wow. Alright, Alright.
Joking, we love you, Abdur, I think.
Yeah.
I think
They're my
It
best.
depends on the day of the week.
Yeah.
J-Mo really my only friend in this piece. Crazy.
Depends on if I'm on my period or
I
not.
searched for different type of hernias, and you probably could have one like on your dick.
Oh,
Yeah.
David?
So you
That's what we
got
were talking about.
Wow.
That's literally why I made the joke.
Oh,
Okay,
so you were
I
fucking up.
didn't.
You were fucking up
let's
someone
move on.
else. I
We're not
see.
moving on. Got it.
Okay, so what are our favorite games of 2020? First off, if
Yeah,
who wants to
Tuesday.
start? Who wants to start? Okay, well
Oh.
Trey started, so I guess Trey could start.
So my top games for 2020. Let's see. There's that porn game that came out on the Switch. Yakuza, Hades, that Pokemon Mystery Dungeon remake. Of course, Animal Crossing, because that shit got half the fucking population through quarantine. UP Psycho, which is a horror game. I'm playing it right now on the Switch. Miles Morales, of course, because it's fun being niggas in video games and not getting shot for once. And while it was a buggy piece of shit that had many lies behind it, Cyberpunk was still a fun game to me. But there's some problems with it that I hope gets sorted out. Management for that company sucks, but that's for another topic.
Yeah, I mean we could bridge into that after we do our favorite games. Cause whoo, wow, okay.
Oh my
But
goodness.
David, what about you?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't play like anything this year. I remember I kind of just stuck to what I was doing on the Xbox.
You mean
and
play
that was-
anything good this year?
That was 2K, Fortnite, Warzone, and FL Studios. So nothing changed at all.
FL Studio is a game.
Shit,
No.
might as well be.
No, that was the.
The way that program be playing with me, it might as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot a game. Ninjala.
Bro,
That
yes,
game.
right, Ninjala. That one was
I
good.
wish I had.
Despite
Nintendo
people for some
Online,
reason trashing
bro.
on it. I don't know
Bro,
why people.
Flash-
You on
trash
Nintendo
You're
Live?
not broke, bro. Just get it.
it.
But,
Just
like,
get it.
doesn't-
You gonna pay for it?
Don't you
Oh,
need
by the way,
Nintendo Online for
It's
that?
like, it's like 20 for a year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
20 per year.
Yeah,
And then 35 for a family
I think
year.
I got $20 online, bro.
Shit, it runs like it's
W.
20
Bro,
a year.
get your mom's
facts.
credit card, man.
Hey, did you use that credit card? You don't gotta tell her.
Had
Bro, you
three-
know,
had 3
you know-
years of stacked Nintendo Switch Online, and I really just haven't used it ever.
wow.
Could have used that
You have an
$60
old
or
PC,
something
you
else.
don't
I
need
just wanted to play that.
Mm.
I just wanted to play Tetris 99. That's all I wanted, bro.
That is a fire
No.
ass game.
Isn't that the Tetris Battle Royale? game?
Yeah.
And this girl's still alive?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Who's still alive?
What?
This girl I saw on Facebook.
Oh.
Why would she be dead?
Pretty big.
She mentioned that
I mean, why would-
she had COVID and she had asthma and her life was just not going well. I was like, well, I guess
Oh,
that's
that's down. That's terrible.
I guess they would have packed that girl up. Well, apparently she lived. I'm happy for her.
Yikes.
You know what? I kind of understand. I would have kind of throw the towel in on her.
Would have set up that grave already.
Yo, I was a doctor. I'd be like, man, you gonna die. That's it.
I already got my suit for the funeral, so
Oh shit. Okay, what about
my
you,
God.
Reyes? What are your favorite games of 2020?
Shit, I've been playing like games that came out like 2018, like all year. So
Probably because that was like the best time that games came out.
yeah. Well, I got my PC and I've been playing nothing but fucking Apex. So you know that's the thing.
You like Apex?
Apex.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Fucking
I
Apex game. What?
It's the League of Legends effect where you hate it but you can't stop playing it.
Nah, you can
but
definitely stop playing.
It's
that.
some pretty cool games though. I got Hades recently. You know, it's a game I enjoyed, and it was another game that I've been playing for a while, but I can't think off the top of my head. So
Okay. What about you, Moon Gecko?
Bitch.
I knew. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it before I started speaking. Ghost of Tsushima was fucking amazing. That's
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, you
That did come out this year.
game.
Another good the
Man.
Game Awards. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the real
somebody-
winner of the Game Awards. Suck my
Well,
dick.
some of the
Them
games got
assholes.
Yes.
Yakuza got heavily robbed, and I'm not over that.
Doom Eternal got robbed.
Yes,
Oh.
it did. Because
They all got robbed by Last of Us, bro. It's not even funny.
it lost sound design. It did win best RPG.
now I think about it.
I think like a Dragon won best RPG.
That was Final. I think it was Final Fantasy. Yeah, it was
Oh.
Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Damn. Yeah, Yakuza and Doom Eternal got robbed that whole show. It was really sad. And Ghost.
Hades and Ghost.
Hades and Ghost too. Like everything just got robbed by one singular game. It was really sad.
And it wasn't even that good.
It wasn't that
wa-
good.
It
It
wasn't.
wasn't.
Like the story was so like not okay.
It was just dumb. And like a little spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't played the game and is somehow still interested. I hate the whole concept of yeah, let me go ahead and kill like 100 niggas. But when I get to the final person, the main person who started this whole thing off,
Let me know off they ass.
I can't kill you because if I
Come on,
kill
bro.
you, I won't be any better than you. Like,
It's
what
like
is
you
that?
already are not
You
better
can't
than.
die. I can't end your life.
I hate that so much. That's also what I hated about the Jedi too. You be killing all these stormtroopers, but as soon as you can kill the main Sith, I can't. It's not the Jedi way.
Palpatine.
I didn't.
Palpatine was like-
other stormtroopers is human.
The most annoying thing about that entire series.
I shouldn't. It's not the Jedi way. What are you talking about? You just ran through everybody in the whole starship.
The only consistent Jedi was Mace Windu. He did not give a fuck. He was like, man, the Jedi way. He has to die.
Facts.
Oh, that was so funny. But yeah, the Last of Us, that theme was so stupid after all that. And Joel died the worst way possible.
Man,
Right. That got me so upset.
he was playing we sports with that nigga head.
Yikes.
So that nigga
Wow.
golfing. Never came back from the field either.
Yo, wow.
Wait, we didn't
Oh my
finish
God.
what Moon was saying.
No, we
It was Ghost.
Oh, that was it?
Actually, on the note of Ghost of Tsushima, I clocked in over like 100 or so hours on Neo 2 and hated every moment of it.
Neo 2 is so great that I hate everything about it.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Wonderful game.
Huh?
Just wanted to neck myself the entire time.
I don't understand.
It looks fun,
So-
but it
so
also
kind of
looks like I'm
games.
gonna hate it.
It's one of those Dark Souls kind of games where you're like, it's fun, but you're also gonna want to kill yourself as you play it.
Yeah.
For sure. Don't do new game cycles. They're not fun. They not worth it at all. They just exist to waste time.
Yikes. All right, what about you, Flashpoint?
See, I I'm kind of broke, so I didn't get any 2020 games, but
Yes.
from watching. But if I had though, but from watching gameplay though, I'd say Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
Yes, sir.
Another nigga lover. Let's go.
Oh wait, did you say ER or A?
I said E. I said A.
Wait, you almost said you said ER.
I said A. I said nigga lover.
Okay, all right, okay. We'll
Yeah,
know when
see, I would say-
YouTube
I would
takes
say-
down this video.
See, I would also say Yakuza, but I want to play it, so I'm not gonna watch any gameplay of it. But it's probably good.
Hey, y'all know it's pronounced Yakuza, right?
It's pronounced up on the slide.
Yes, I know.
Wow.
My problem for most of this year is I didn't have a PS4 because a lot of these are exclusives, and I have a PC,
Yeah, we love exclusives, don't we?
and I had no bread this year up until December.
Didn't
so.
Horizon Zero Dawn come out on PC on 2020?
Yeah.
I think so.
Then I can say that it's one of my favorite games of 2020 since it released on PC. Yakuza Like a Dragon, Hades, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla are my favorite games of 2020. Valhalla
I
was
forgot
so
about that game.
fucking good. I cannot like explain how good it is. You just have to play it. The story, in especially, because it actually just like fixed everything that Odyssey fucked up.
Hey man, buy it for me. I'll for sure play it.
You know what? I just might.
Oh, for real?
Maybe if I get money.
Bad.
Now what about least favorite games? Or I guess the games that you hated.
The Last of Us 2, garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Last
can,
of Us.
I think that's everyone on everybody's list.
Aside from that Crucible, that piece of shit.
Bro, everybody thought we were crazy when we said Crucible was gonna fail within the first year, and everybody was like, "Oh, it just came out. You can't say that." And then look what happened. Game shut down.
It's his first year. What was the other game that was made by the same developers as Black Desert? I think that came out this year
Shadow
too.
Arena.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Wait, they made a battle royale. Did you guys play that?
Yeah, we did,
Yeah.
and then we made a video on it, and people on the Shadow Arena community, so like a maximum of 3 people got mad because I said it was still a joke.
I didn't like Rogue Company. That shit was ass when it dropped.
It was so much better in its alpha stage. It
was.
It got
Hey,
actually. You know what?
what's up is I
Let's
couldn't
talk
talk
about
about it.
Rogue Company. It's not doing well.
Yeah, fuck you, Co-Rogues.
I don't even
Yeah,
play the game anymore.
yeah.
I've
Core
never
Rogues
played
kind of ruined the game, especially when they thought that they could decide how controller mapping works when they're PC players on keyboard and mouse. So they thought that they knew better than the people who've been playing controller since their whole lives. You know,
Because they played with it for like 6 games. They're like, hey, I'm an expert of controllers, you know.
I was so like
matches.
first when he said 6, we were thinking like, oh, like 6 days. Okay, sure, maybe you have an opinion. But he said 6 matches. I was like, no, you have no opinion.
Yeah, that almost pissed me off.
I've never seen it.
That was ridiculous. And now the game is in the state that it is, where I do not enjoy playing it. Especially being on controller, because who the fuck puts melee on right D-pad?
That's why
Wait, what?
That's so cringe.
Wait, what?
that's why I didn't go back. Fuck that game.
And swap shoulders is right bumper, which is not okay.
Yeah, nah, forget
Horrible.
that.
And everybody kept talking about the esports scene where they're trying to customize it for the esports.
Yeah, I said what esports scene? That's not gonna happen.
You'll be lucky if the esports team even talk about it
And
in passing.
And yesterday I was actually watching something about how the Paladins esports scene failed. It's because Hi-Rez didn't fund their own esports scene. They had it funding from Facebook and Mixer so they could survive. And then yeah,
Shut down.
so
Mixer.
Rogue Company's not gonna get an esports scene, and their rank system is horrible. So like I'm some of you may know me from being a moderator of Rogue Company, but this is just honest criticism because it's not looking good. I haven't gone back in a while, and if it can somehow save itself, then maybe I'll come back. But right now,
They need like a fat update, a fat like just server shut down for like a week, like or like 2 years, like Spellbreak did or whatever.
Like a
And
big
just-
2.0 update.
Yeah,
and just come back with something fire. You know what I mean?
because
Like,
I remember when Spellbreak was like kind of getting stale, and they were like, "All right, we're closing down for the winter for closed beta 2," and then it came out and it was amazing. And I feel like Rogue Company should do the same thing, because I'm gonna compare it a lot to Spellbreak, because they both were like in development for a while. But Spellbreak obviously has more success than Rogue Company right now. Especially in terms of the marketing. Spellbreak's marketing, oh yeah, that's another thing I'm going to criticize about, because Rogue Company marketing was horrible. It really focused on large, they really relied on large streamers to play their game. Spellbreak, they grew along with the smaller streamers that were growing with the game. So it was kind of a mutual growth. And, we got people like Ghosty and Bluefoo that are doing really well because of Spellbreak, and Spellbreak's also doing really well because of them. I really like the mutual growth between streamer and game, unlike Rogue Company, where they really just focus on, we need Courage, we need Dr. Lupo, and we need Gold Glove TV to play our game, and then we can only retweet them and nobody else. That's what also really upset me. And also that they put a guy who was leaking and clickbaiting into the Rogue Partnership Program, and they didn't put me in it. That was also dumb as hell.
It's because they're racist.
facts.
Makes sense.
Yikes, we might get a lawsuit off of that. I don't know.
For legal purposes, I am joking.
Yeah,
For
well, this is a joke.
y'all can eat my ass.
For legal purposes, I'm not here.
Yeah, I also don't have money.
But yeah, Rogue Company.
Don't tell them that.
Oh, damn.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Never mind. I have $1 million.
Wait, don't tell them that either.
Don't tell him that either.
You messing up, man. For real.
You didn't hear anything from me. It's all good.
You were
Fixed
here.
it.
But yeah,
You're here right now.
Rogue Company, it's not doing well. Spellbreak is doing well. They need to take notes from Spellbreak. But yeah, Rogue Company, one of my least favorite games of 2020. And I feel like they had so much potential and they just lost it.
And then they made it grindy for no reason. We got to grind like a whole bunch of rep for like one character.
Yeah, that was horrible. They were like, "Oh, these are only beta prices so far." I was like, "What you mean beta prices?" And then they upped the prices of everybody else after it fully released. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I'm not gonna lie. In every game to where they have a buy characters thing, I usually just play with the base characters.
Facts. That's exactly what I do.
Like in Paladins, I only have about 6 characters because I don't feel like paying money for it.
It's actually easier to unlock characters in Paladins than it is in Rogue.
Yeah, that's true.
Worked on. I don't know how they fucked that up.
Yeah. It's rough. It's rough. Somewhere in me, I hope that Rogue Company does well, but right now, it's a big old yikes from me.
Another game that we also don't really care for much was Hyperscape. Yeah, I remember the title this time. Hyperscape.
Hey, that one was horrible.
That shit was so forgettable that I forgot that shit was downloaded on my PC. I had to remember when I was checking Ubisoft.
Yeah, I forgot I played it.
I don't think it. Now, I'm not gonna lie. My video on Hyperscape didn't age well after the fact, and I know it's gonna sound bad, but I called it a polished Apex Legends because at the time Apex Legends was not that great, and Hyperscape was pretty great. And then then Hyperscape updated and Apex updated, and then there was a clear line of quality between the two.
I remember when I went in one day, I was like, "Hey, fuck it, I'm gonna just play Hyperscape for right now." I went in, there were 6 people in a lobby, and it was solos. I was like, "Oh man, oh no." It was really sad.
The hitboxes are
atrocious.
Hitboxes are as big as a 40-year-old man with erectile dysfunction.
But at the same time, the bullet travel of some of these weapons, especially the AR, was absolute dog shit. It's almost like if you shoot it, and then the next 5 years, it'll finally reach its target.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I miss what that Hyperscape take, because at the time, before Apex had that really good update, Apex was down bad. They didn't have crossplay. The guns were and I didn't like it.
They're still
Hyperscape just came out, and Hyperscape just felt really nice. And
yeah,
then,
it was really based on mobility and everything. It felt good. I liked playing it when it first came out, and then more issues came up, and I was like, okay, I don't enjoy the game anymore. But yeah, Hyperscape, it was a big old fail for Ubisoft. I mean, that's kind of normal for them, but yeah, they were way too late on the battle royale hype train. Spellbreak already came out, and they thought they were gonna hit it off with Hyperscape. I'm pretty sure Spellbreak is like the last acceptable BR to come out.
Yeah, I don't know how anybody else is gonna top the big four right now: Fortnite, Apex, Call of Duty, and Spellbreak. So there's no real.
Yeah, there's no real competition anymore. It's pretty much an oligarchy at this point.
So I mean, if you want building, and then go play Fortnite. If you want realistic gunplay, then go play.
If you want a League of Legends style play Spellbreak, and then
if you want some Black Ops 3 Titanfall type shit, then play Apex. So like, there's really nothing else you can top.
There's not really anything you can put in there else. It's just kind of, yeah. Did you know that Spellbreak almost started with just as a sword battle royale and not a magic one? That would have been weird. Okay, anyways.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait.
It was almost they were thinking about only having like swords and shields as a BR, but like with abilities and stuff. So it was kind of it probably would have been interesting, but it probably wouldn't have paid off.
Like hype as Spellbreak does currently.
Wait, what?
I don't think it would like got as big as Spellbreak is currently.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, the magic thing is super cool. It's like, yeah, if you want to feel like Harry Potter and fight niggas, then yeah, Spellbreak is for you.
Aren't they releasing a Harry Potter game sometime this year?
Yeah, I think so. Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of upset it's not multiplayer. It's single player.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But it's single player or multiplayer?
It's single player.
Mm.
Oh, I'm
Should have
not
made it multiplayer,
bothered by
bro.
that.
I was super excited. I was like, man, I get to do Stupefy with my homies, and they're like, yeah, no, it's single player. Oh.
Like, yeah, it's unfortunate, but there's nothing wrong with single player games in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now back on what Trey was talking about with Cyberpunk. Let's talk about that one.
Oh my goodness.
That launch was horrible.
That was one of the roughest launches I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, it's one of the. I think it's one of the first games that actually got delisted off of a game store. That.
Wait,
Oh really?
Yeah, like even what was the other games that were doing horrible? Even No Man's Sky didn't get that bad.
It only happened because the company came out and they were like, hey, get a refund if you can, and everyone was pressuring Sony to do it.
What was funny though is that they were like, yeah, you can get your refund, and then when people tried to get their refund, Sony was like, wait, what do you mean a refund? It's like, yeah, CD Projekt told us we could get a refund. They were like, we ain't say to get no fucking refund. So then they had to talk to CD Projekt Red, and they were finally like, yeah, we're delisting, and you can get the refunds. But yeah, there's a lot of half truths that CD Projekt Red had, and a lot of just straight up lies.
The yellow screensaver of death, bro.
It was so down bad for PS4 when it came out, dude. Like,
Oh my
I
god.
haven't seen a launch like this since like No Man's Sky back when I was like middle school.
yeah,
I think it's pretty much the
No
same
Man's
case as No
Sky,
Man's Sky.
Yeah, I think it is too.
yeah,
It's pretty much a similar case because there was like other people up above the developers were making all these hypes and claims for the game. And all the
But I think everybody's
different
pissed
to
that
make
it's
it.
happening twice.
Yeah, but it's like I don't want to blame the developers for doing this because it was just them trying their best and they just wanted to make a game, and they all got pissed after the game came out and everybody was coming for them, which is justifiable.
yeah. It was the
Yeah.
it was
And
the
the
corporation
executives-
part of CD Projekt Red that was absolutely awful.
Like they kept trying to push the game out, and all the developers were like, "I don't think we should do this because
I don't think
you
we're ready.
that car's gonna it's just going up in the sky for no reason. I don't think we should put this on now." Like,
It's like, nah, but it's almost Christmas. We're gonna get so many sales, and it's just like it was really sad. And Xbox One is still doing horrible. PS4 is kind of fixed. They do have a stable 30 FPS right now, but Xbox One is still absolutely horrible.
Down bad.
it still peaks at around 21 FPS, and oh my god. But yeah, now they're facing a lawsuit. So I mean, I understand the lawsuit.
That's their fault, honestly.
I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
I think.
But yeah,
So I think they should let this. It should put this back in the oven for like a little. Like it's a fun game at its core, but it's just there are just so many things that
they left out.
Could have been seen. Now, I see some of the complaints now because admittedly I didn't watch any gameplay trailers. I just watched the first teaser from like 2012.
Wait, did you just watch the 2018 one?
Yeah, because I didn't know what everybody else was talking about. Because I just only watched like 2 things for the game, and I was like, yeah, all right, I'll just sit on it and wait till it to come out. So there are all these other promises, like to this day, my only complaint with the game is still probably like the AI and how shit it is. But they were promising like big claims like next gen AI and all these
they were
other
talking
things.
about like that the AI was gonna have routines and they're gonna be their own person and you'll be able to talk to them, have relationships with them. Nah, they're literally just bricks, and you just talk and they have 2 dialogue options to each of them.
It's pretty much a Watch Dogs NPC. I'm talking about the very first Watch Dogs too, because it lets you see information about them, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I feel like they oversold that way too much. They should have,
especially when they implied that you can have more than one house or apartment, and they were like, "Hey, this is just one of the this is his starting apartment for V in Cyberpunk 2077," and it had all these like weather options. You could see missed messages as soon as you wake up. I was just like, this would have been an amazing game, but
they rushed it so heavy.
It's just like, god damn, why the fuck? Like, there's some really fun things about it, but there are some really annoying things about it. Aside from the shit AI, which it plays like the AI from The Witcher 3.
Yeah, that's exactly what everybody keeps thinking of. It's like
the PR, the same AI, so
yeah. So it was really like, especially when you shoot at people and then they do the same exact like reactions as they do in Witcher 3, and then
like kind of put their arms over their heads and run away.
Yeah.
Or if you turn and then you turn around and all of a sudden the whole crowd is gone.
Now with that issue, I personally haven't seen that myself. I was on earlier to test that because I was watching the video from Beat 'em Up. That didn't happen to me, so I wonder, was he playing that on PS4?
Nah, he was on PC.
How did that happen? Because I kept doing exactly the same thing.
Everybody has had different bugs and stuff, especially me. I've had so many bugs that you haven't had. It's pretty much a different experience for everybody. I'm for beat 'em ups. It's got to be one of the worst ones I've seen. Because oh my god,
how does that happen? Now, everyone's experience is different, but it isn't the way that no one expected it to be. We all expected it to be this like deep story where there's like a lot of different branching paths. Now,
they all converge into one. You know, it's like, bro, with different like dialogue options every once in a while. It's like if you're a street kid, you know everything about Night City, but then it's like it's not even an important dialogue. It's just like, oh, it's hey, I know about this person, and then they're like, hey, okay. Anyways, back to the topic. It's like, what?
Yeah. So after playing the game some more, I still like it. I don't think that there's the 10 out of 10 that a lot of people on Facebook are trying to hype it up to be. And I never really expected to be a 10 out of 10 game because it was a very big and ambitious game, and coming from CD Projekt Red, who was known more so for these open world RPGs, but not to the scope that they were trying to do for Cyberpunk. So I was like, all right, it'll probably be good, but I don't think it's going to be like as good as what everybody on Facebook is hyping it to be, like the next coming of Christ and all that. I still think it's like a 7.5. It has plenty of flaws that I'm sure they'll work out, but this launch is an embarrassment, and I hope other developers learn from it. And PR people, stop hyping up your game way more than what it needs to be. Like if you're gonna give us, like, let's say, let me find an example. If you're gonna give us a Nintendo Switch, we're getting a Nintendo Switch from you. Don't hype it up and say there's gonna be like ray tracing, 4K,
DLSS.
And then we get the Switch, and it's like, yo, what the hell is any of this shit? Hey, this is what.
And it looked like a 2D game, and you're like, bro, what is this? Like, what?
It's like, yo, where's everything you promised? Like,
for me, I would have to give it like a 5.8 because the only thing that I really, I guess, enjoyed was the Pan Am relationship, which is probably spoiler warning. It was a pretty okay relationship. I don't like that most of the relationships are locked to one gender. Like, I get it, but like some of it was just like it just seemed too I don't know. It like it seems to lead you on into thinking, hey, I could probably have a relationship with them, especially with Judy, and it's like, oh no, she doesn't like you. She only likes women, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Dang.
And
like, damn, like, bitch, shake my penis.
Oh,
oh, wow. But the story, it just seemed cliche. I feel like the only thing that was like really had it going for him was that it was like a split mind. It felt like you just had. It felt like it was just like any other street life movie or game story. It's just the only thing different is I had a Keanu Reeves talking in your ear the whole time. But and also him saying impressive cock, but that was also funny. But
that was actually a thing in the.
Yeah, he actually says that in one of the Pan Am missions.
That's
something about
amazing.
impressive cock. I was like, wait, what?
That's amazing.
But yeah, it was. I didn't feel like it was anything special, but I came in there with no real actual like standards, so it was okay. The gunplay, I guess. I don't like the looting system. I feel like they should only have like certain guns with like, and not like the same gun with different variations of DPS and passives and all that. That's just way too much, especially when everybody got their corrupt save files over 8 megabytes, even though the whole point is to collect as many items as you can, and then they punish you for collecting as many items as you can. So it was just kind of weird. But yeah, that was my experience with Cyberpunk. It was okay, but it wasn't. I don't give anything higher than a 6.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I have literally zero experience with Cyberpunk except that I know it's buggy. So
Yeah.
there you go.
I've just seen gameplay from it from a bunch of people. I was like, oh my god, it's just.
It's
wow.
on that Bethesda type beat, but
Yeah. On that note, I played literally almost every. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I played almost every one of their games, even as buggy as they are, and I enjoyed most of them. So maybe I'll enjoy Cyberpunk. Who knows? I'm not going to buy it, but
yeah, pirate it. FBI. I am joking.
Yeah.
Probably.
Piracy is a victimless crime, guys.
I don't think that's true.
Devs could lose a few dollars. No, joking. I'm joking. Ooh, okay.
Well, for legal purposes, we're joking.
Yeah, for very legal purposes, we are joking. Devs, please do not hate me.
I'm not trying to get arrested, you know.
I'm not trying to get blacklisted by any other dev. But yeah, and they probably could have just slapped early access on the game and it would have been okay. Everybody would have forgave it.
No,
slapping early access on games.
if they had
with that.
complained about that. So
Wait.
Like, if it was PC only, they probably would have. They probably would have slid by.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Keep
probably
on saying
they,
like just release it. They should have just released it on PC. I'm like, I don't know, but like the game was meant for the Xbox One and PS4, so kind of no excuse. But hey, if you want to feel that way, PC gamers, you can. I hate PC.
if they slap early access on Cyberpunk, they could have maybe bought themselves another year or two. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
And then
Other developers do it all the time.
yeah, like Shadow Arena, that's one. Crucible, that's another. Temtem, that's one. There's a lot of games that you just slap early access and then just wait and hope that people stick to the game. Crucible obviously didn't do very well. That one, yeah, we all know how that one ended. Wait, actually, with Crucible, I've never seen a game go from full release back to closed beta.
Wow. That actually happened?
Yes, that actually happened. And then people kept trying to say it was at closed beta to begin with. We were like, no, it wasn't. It was a full release, a whole ass release. and they hyped it up for that date. It came out and then maybe a month later, they're like, all right, it's back in closed beta. Like, oh, okay.
Wow.
I still have the game in my library, so I can still technically play it. But man, yeah, I hope that Amazon Game Studios learned from for the Crucible's failure. They probably won't.
Amazon game?
Nah,
yeah,
they
it was
won't
an Amazon
learn.
game.
Amazon don't need to be.
It's Amazon. They ain't gonna learn.
I mean, they got New World. I honestly feel like if New World flops, they might just give up and call it a day for this shit.
Yeah, they already have 2 failed games. One was Breakaway, which was supposed to be a MOBA Rocket League type of game, and it looked fun. And then they just suddenly dropped it, and
I've
then
never heard of the game.
it was. I played it like once. It was pretty good. It was okay. It was clunky at first, but it was okay. And then they just dropped it, and I was like, oh, alright, I
Apparently,
guess.
Amazon Game Studios has been making games since 2012.
Yeah, I think that one was Breakaway.
Nice.
And then it disappeared. I was like, okay, I guess. They tried to do a whole esports scene around it too, and then it didn't do anything. So yeah, I hope New World does well. Maybe, I don't know. The gameplay looks kind of but maybe it'll do well. Probably, hopefully. If they don't, just stick to shipping.
They can barely do that
They
right.
seem to be doing pretty good with Twitch as well. So
They're doing good with Twitch, you said?
They've been
Okay,
fucking
never
that shit
mind.
up.
What to say? Hold on. Yeah, no. Twitch is a hellhole right now.
Yeah.
you
They
said
showed
it
her
like it has
asshole
always
on
been
stream.
one.
I mean, in
Not
2013 Twitch was better than 2020 Twitch.
But about that ass thing, it wasn't just her ass. She literally stretched her whole coochie.
Right. And she got banned for
Bro.
3 days. Only
3 whole days, bro.
Like what? How?
I don't really
And then
just accept
the
anything in
word
this
simp can
platform.
get you indefinitely banned.
Yeah.
So, okay. On that note, Forsen, he got tricked into showing a horse cock on his stream, and I'm still unsure if he is unbanned. That's been he is unbanned, but that was a while. I'm not sure how long he was banned, but it was definitely more than 3 days.
That's messed
And
up.
That's terrible.
That's just like she shows that. Granted, I do believe it was an accident. It's pretty with OBS. It's pretty easy to, the start stream and start recording right by each other, and they're both really thin buttons. But how do you only get 3 days for that, accident or not?
Showing out her whole baby maker, and
The bias on Twitch is kind of crazy.
they gotta be some sort of simps. That's why they also banned the word. But
Facts.
You gotta protect yourself.
and then okay, so now you can apparently get banned for making jokes that Twitch staff is getting sexual favors from certain streamers.
Hasn't been a bannable thing for a while though.
Nah, they just added it into like official rules.
Wow. I mean,
They banish.
but are we
That's
lying
crazy.
though? If we're completely honest.
Yeah, they're only banning it because it's true.
Exactly.
What?
They only recently banned. They only recently banned the hard R. That was a very recent ban.
But that was only because people called it out.
They banned simp version and incel before they banned hard R.
And that's only because people called it out, which is really, really dumb.
It's bad.
It's really bad. It looks so bad on Twitch. There's like, oh yeah, we're banning these words. It's like, all right, what about the one that's been a slur for hundreds of years? Oh, that one?
I think Twitch is like, it's still a really good site. People can get big on it, make a living off video games for Twitch. But I think they need to reevaluate their policies. Like,
They do.
well, okay, they should
do.
reevaluate their policies, and I think maybe get a new mod team.
Oh,
Not
most
maybe.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that.
It
That
needs
nigga's ass.
to change, that's for sure. But
It's
it's
incompetent
still,
as hell.
it's still a good website, in my opinion.
Yeah, I still like Twitch. It's just that like all the things running it's just terrible.
The corporation in itself is trash, but the site is pretty okay.
I hate Neil Dunker, whatever the fuck his last name is.
Neil Druckerman?
You drunk, fuck that asshole.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. He did everything to spite people that did not like The Last of Us Part 2, and it just made him out to be more of an asshole. Like, what? It was really ridiculous. I did not like him at all. Like, even if I liked the game, which I liked The Last of Us Part 1, and then he started doing all this stuff for Part 2, and he's horrible PR. This is why you should have a PR manager, everybody, especially when you're having a dev team. Even if you are an indie team, please get a PR, because you're probably gonna say something that nobody will like, and it's gonna haunt you forever.
They're like something racist.
Yeah.
I don't think that should be like a thing you need to worry about unless you're just not a good person in the first place.
I mean, sometimes you
true.
just slip up in the heat of the moment. You just drop the hard on sometimes by accident. That's okay. I'm pretty sure you've been playing a game and things got so intense where you just grip your controller and yell the hard R at some random kid who kept killing you.
Like that dude who was playing FIFA and he was like, "Oh, I meant nincompoop."
What about PewDiePie?
Oh yeah, I remember PewDiePie.
Oh yeah.
That was a long time ago.
That was
I
funny.
remember that.
That was funny.
That was
I love how almost
shit
every
was
black person
hilarious.
was laughing at it, but all the white people were bad.
Exactly.
Racist. Like, oh no, man, that was
Oh my
funny.
god, that was funny.
And they're like,
I
"What?
was
What do you
laughing
mean
that
it was
entire
funny?"
situation. Like, bro,
I hate when people on the internet try to tell me what I should be angry at. Like,
Fact.
hey man, you're black.
Yeah, for
Should you be angry? No, I'm cool.
I remember there's one chat on Twitter because Trey and I were like arguing with white people on Twitter, like always. But she was like, "But you as a minority should know that blah blah blah." And we're like, "No, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, no,
Man,
do not decide for us."
I was on TikTok and some girl made a joke about her dad still being there and having the milk, and some like in the comments, the whitest girl I've ever seen was like so angry on behalf of black people. It's just like the first comment I saw response is, "Why the fuck are you so angry for me, bro?" I thought it was funny. I don't understand. It's just some things, yeah, they shouldn't be said, but other times it's funny. I don't care.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just words. Like it's just, I don't know.
Especially when Ferociously Steph tried to talk about minorities feeling bad on voice chat. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck. If they know I'm black, they know I'm black. I don't care.
Man, they call me the hard R even without knowing I'm black.
Yeah, exactly.
So
They don't say it either way. They don't care who you are.
Man,
Hard R is a uniracial insult for gamers.
especially, yeah, right. Like it's just, gamers, like they say it. They all say it eventually at some point. It's just.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's true. If you haven't said hard ER, don't get mad.
you got it coming. It's gonna come soon. Don't worry.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
know about that either, but
I know about it. It's gonna come soon. It's gonna happen.
Right.
You're gonna get that Russia anger to come out.
Yeah, you're just gonna get real angry, and then all of a sudden, just boom.
yeah, it brings out the worst in you, bro.
I also hate those people that are like, that shouldn't be in your vocabulary to begin with. Nigga, it's in everybody's vocabulary.
Facts.
Everybody
in
knows the
school,
word.
You read books with it, so like
Yeah, like Huckleberry Finn.
To
and-
Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, that one
say-
too.
you can't say something should be in your vocabulary to begin with when you've heard it like from all sources. As
It's kind of hard for it not to be my vocabulary.
Right,
I've been
like-
called it on the playground.
I didn't mean that.
They be saying it in movies too. Like,
Jay, what's going on in your life, man? You want to talk about it?
bro, it's Atlanta. Of course they're gonna say that word.
Right. It's so hard of the word.
Hey, man, came around. It was like, hey, what this little hard boy doing with my son? And I was like, whoa.
Oh no! Right in front of you too, man. It be like that sometime.
Atlanta's a different breed, I promise you.
Which is why I tell people all the time to get a gun.
Yeah.
That's the only way to handle racism.
You go to the deep south, always carry a piece. Apparently,
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Glock
she was
17 will do
violent.
it for you.
bro, I was scared because I remember when I went to Atlanta one time and we stopped in Tennessee. I forgot where in Tennessee, But this white dude with a cowboy hat was packing, and he was staring at me with his child. I was like, bro, we need to keep moving.
He was waiting for you.
White dudes in the South be packing so much heat for no reason. Like the inventory was like a Call of Duty fucking inventory system. Like, why do you have so many guns? We're supposed to
Bro, the
He-
deep south be
there.
They're all
turning.
bringing guns in the
You need
Walmart.
a
Like
sawed-off
that.
shotgun though, along with the double barrel and all these other 15 different shotguns, and the ARs on the top, and like 16 different pistols. What do you need that for?
Bro, bro strapped like Rambo, bro. Promise
Bro,
you.
deep south be acting like it's a PvP zone. Like, holy.
It's like- Especially on New Year's.
Bro,
Oh my god, New Year's. You can't go outside.
no lie, I think somebody had an Uzi and just shot it in the air during
Bro.
New Year's, bro. In our neighborhood. I was like, yo.
Are you?
I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure someone died
god.
in my neighborhood, to be honest.
Oh.
And it sounded like they were having a legit gunfight. Like,
Yo.
It'd be sounding
I
like
don't-
Warzone once you get it. Once January 1st comes up.
I never
That's
understood
right.
people shooting in the air. Like, don't they know those bullets come down?
Yeah.
Yeah, they come back down
You
eventually.
shouldn't be outside on New Year's. Like, it should be
That's why
comfortable.
I was outside on New Year's by accident, because I woke up from a nap and I was hungry, so I went to the gas station. Next thing I just hear bullets going off and shit. I look down at my phone, and I see 12 o'clock, January 1st, and I'm like, oh, so this is it.
Yeah.
Like, you have to know.
If one of them bullets hit the gas station, it's over.
Oh man, imagine that, bro. You're spending the rest of your life in jail because you want to shoot in the air on New Year's.
Yeah, and you killed like a kid or something, and and they found it traced back to your gun. And you're just like, man,
The only defense in court is, well, he should have been inside.
Honestly,
he should have rolled to dodge.
Yeah.
should have sensed the
Bro.
bullet coming.
He should have not been a bitch, I guess. He should have been built different. Ain't my fault.
Yes.
Not my fault. Not my fault. His head not full of chrome. Come on now, stupid choom.
To give you as double life.
Wow.
Give you as a double life sentence.
Yeah, right after saying it's like, hey, yeah, no, you staying in life for like three life sentences. Like what?
You're staying alive for the next 3 lives.
They find your reincarnated body. It's like, yeah, come on, you gotta go. Like what would I do?
Still, like, it's like this is like the. They're not gonna give you like all that time though. They're like, there was one case that I watched before, and they got like 2 life sentences, and I was like, what's the point? He's already getting out. Why give him life?
They want to make sure that his life, that if he revives somehow when he dies, they gonna keep him in for another one.
Yeah, for like that one
Leaders.
guy that died and then got revived. Like, technically, I already lived my life sentence.
Wait, was that an actual thing?
Yeah,
I
there's
think
actually
so,
like
yeah.
cases where they be giving him like 3 to 4 life sentences. I'm like, yo, what for?
I'm like, are they really that bad?
I
Yo,
mean,
some
some of them
pe-
did horrible.
Sometimes they are.
Hey yo, this person over in I don't know which country this is, but they gave her like over 100,000 years in prison.
Oh,
Dude,
they finna keep her skeleton in too. Like,
what did he do?
Drop the article in the chat, but what's the point?
It was VIP, so just for you.
141,000. Holy shit.
they finna keep they finna keep the soil that gets decayed from the bones in too.
I'm like, man, you could have just said life and called it a day.
You got your justice right here, man. That's more than justice.
Pyramid scheme that defrauded 16,000 people out of about 2 million euro.
Damn.
Yo, she was.
Wow.
I'm trying to be on that kind of hustle.
You're trying to make
You want to get that many years?
I mean, I just trace it back to you.
Bro, that's the longest sentence by 100,000 years. The next is 42.
Oh my
and
god.
this dude did terrorist bombings.
Wow.
That's kind of messed up. Wait, that's kind of backwards.
It's a scam.
Yeah, that is kind of
terrorism?
A scammer got worse than a
100,000
terrorist?
years more than
That's-
a terrorist.
Understandable, I guess.
I guess. I mean, anyways, I think this stream has gone on. I mean, I think this recording has gone on long enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Yeah.
Of course, and hopefully we'll do it again later and not take 4 months to do it again. So, anyways, I'll see y'all.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Peace.
All right. See ya.